In this video, I'd like to give you an idea about how much things cost in Sudbury. This is very difficult to do because there are so many variables to consider. How big an apartment or house do you need? Are utilities included in the rent? Are you renting or buying a house? What is your lifestyle? Are you using the bus or buying a car? But I'll show you some basic prices and then take a guess about the overall costs. Here are some prices for houses and apartments in the city. A one bedroom for $900, a house for $1,500. These are prices per month. Here is an ad for a room in a house for $495 per month. And the prices vary between, for a one bedroom apartment, about $750, and they can go up into the thousands from there. If you are taking the bus, here are the prices for bus passes, $3.50 per ride, or you can get a day pass for $10 and a monthly pass for, depending on what age you are and whether you are a student. For cell phone rates, there are a number of companies, and the prices are basically the same for all companies. For a basic plan, 50 minutes plus 100 text messages per month, 25 and 40, and of course you can get data, and that will increase the prices. If you are looking for internet, I think this is about the cheapest you'll find in the area. This is $60 per month, but it doesn't have, if you're a gamer or use a lot of data, you're going to be running slow. Fruit prices in the area are slightly more expensive than down south, especially fruit because it all has to be shipped in. But you can get an idea of how much things cost in the area. If you need daycare for your children, the before school and after school programs, there's actually quite a few schools that offer a before school and after school program, which is about $6.55 for the morning and $11.35 if you have to leave your children there after school. If you are looking to buy a car, these are some of the cheaper cars. If you buy a car less than $5,000, you're asking for trouble. There are going to be problems with it, and you'll be in for a lot of repairs. Even with cars in this range, you are probably going to have some repairs, so that should be calculated in your budget. So you can see that there are some cars that go really cheap. Some of these cars do not have an inspection, which means that you will have to get it inspected before you can put it on the road, and that is often expensive because you will have to make all the repairs for it. I would highly recommend that you only look for cars that have their inspection already. And remember, if you are buying a car, you will also have to pay for insurance and for gas, for repairs, and for maintenance. So this is a kind of a layout that I created for really basic living in the area of Sudbury per month. If you saw the one ad for $495 for a room, so this is really basic. Cell phone, you could get away with a really basic plan for $30. Food, if you're careful, to $100 a month. Transportation, if you're taking the bus, if you're buying a few clothes. Healthcare is provided by the Ontario Health Plan. So if you're a student, a lot of universities have the health plan already included in the tuition, which you might be able to get away with $1,000 a month in expenses. For a family of 4, of course, it's going to be more expensive. To get a better house with more rooms would probably be around $1,300. Remember, these are all just guesses. Electricity, depending on how much you you need to pay your water and sewer rates, and sometimes the houses, if you're renting, include all these expenses, but other times not. Internet, if about $70 a month. Phone, gas, hydro, that's electricity. Healthcare is a little more expensive. If you're making under $20,000 a year, the healthcare is free. Clothes and food and transportation, that's assuming that you're taking the bus. Again, if you use a car, if you buy a car, it's going to be quite a bit more expensive. Miscellaneous and daycare, which gives you about a cost of $3,000 for the month. Now, if you are working a minimum wage job, the lowest wage an employer can pay in Ontario is $14 an hour. And if you assume a 7.5 hour day, that would give you $105 per day. So if you work an average of $22 a month, that would give you what is called a gross of $2,310. Now, this isn't what you take home. You have to take off taxes and other expenses, and they'll be taken off before you actually get the money. So taxes at this wage would take off about $250, and other deductions like Canada Pension and unemployment insurance will take off another $150, which would leave you about $1,900 per month. So I hope this helps you a little bit with the cost of things in Sudbury. Goodbye for now.